I can do the same technique, so pushing and pulling, I'm going to let go, but I'm going to step backwards. From here, I actually grab with both hands and I twist. I'm going to stop there because it really does hurt.
Hi guys, and welcome to Sons of Cane YouTube channel. On this channel we adapt all stuff from martial arts for people with disabilities.
You can follow us on all social media, including Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter and Instagram.
If you'd like to support this channel and help us grow, we have merchandising. There is a link in the description.
Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and as always, please share the videos.
So remember, don't let other people tell you what you can and cannot do.
So don't forget guys, free to fear.
On this video, we're going to look at something that we come up with on a Sunday afternoon called Beauty and the Beast. Beast. Beast! It's basically how techniques look fantastic and they can work, but there's an ugly side.
We all know figure 4 technique.
Yeah. Staple diet.
Staple diet. Not my favourite technique, and a lot of it is to do with my height difference.
Really?
Yes, apparently.
I haven't noticed.
Apparently, I've not noticed this before, but I'm short.
Really?
It was an absolute shock to me.
Wow.
And most people are taller than me. But the standard attack, he's got to do this attack properly.
Warm up.
So I'm going to limber up, so I'm ready for it. So it's the classic coming down. So I'm stopping this attack. I'm bringing my arm up. This has to be bent at 90 degrees.
Sorry.
This has to be in line with the shoulder.
Okay, thank you.
I've got this nice figure 4 here. Applying pressure, and I'm going to rotate the shoulder back. I can step through, I can shoulder throw with this technique. So,
right. So you want me to go from there
to there.
To there.
This is my perfect assailant.
Why would I?
Precisely. It's not my personal favourite technique. If I do it with the cane, it's brilliant. So exactly the same, it comes up and I've got this. The trick to this is to hook your back of your hand around his wrist, bring your elbow to his elbow, and I've got this nice leverage point. It's a bit more flexible. But in a heat of a situation, me trying to do that, and he's got the spoon. He's got the spoon of punishment. The reason we're doing this, if I'm doing this technique and I'm there for hours doing this, trying to get this thing done, right, this is what's going to happen.
This is so much fun.
But in reality, if that's coming in, I can't do that technique, but I can do something that is similar, which will do the same job. If I strike that arm while he's punching me, being very wary of the spoon of doom, I can't get that position on. But if I do exactly the same motion, bring that to there, it doesn't matter if it's a perfect technique. If it's going to look rough and ready, and that usually proves that it will work. These are very difficult to practice full speed because they hurt. But for go straight in for something like this, I mean, I know if I go to put that on, he's going to neck crank me. Going to fall over. There's so many things.
I'm going to show you by falling over on the floor.
These things can happen. He could fall on top of me. So these basic locks and throws, they work. They do work. I'm not disparaging them, but it's getting to them. And if your mind is in that whole fight, flight, freeze syndrome, and you've lost your fine motor control, they're very, very difficult to pull off. I'm talking from my personal experience. Some people I know can do these without blinking. If you like doing these, I like doing throws and locks and groundwork. I'm just not great at them at all. So break it down into components. If he's throwing that in, I'm going to stop it. Rather than going straight for his arm, I'm going to go straight for his knee, his thigh or his ankle, something to put him off. If I decide to flick him in the groin, that's fine as well. Then this is not being placed here, this is being struck. This will then give me, hopefully, enough to soften him up to grab that. I've then got my nice double tap going on as well. I wouldn't leave her forward. If I step into him, I know he's got a spoon. I can do the same technique. So pushing and pulling, I'm going to let go, but I'm going to step backwards. Now, one of my alternative favourites to this, from here, I actually grab with both hands and I twist. I'm going to stop there because it really does hurt. So the principle's there, and as we say before, here's the idea, here's the principle. Can you do that with 2 canes?
I can hit you with a cane, yeah.
Yeah, well this is it. If I come down and he gets the block in,
So from here,
it's not
foot's forward, brace locks up.
Yeah.
I'm there, I'm coming in to use balance. Once I've got use balance, I'm just going to strike away until you've got no resistance. I'm not going to worry about locking. If you're in that position, just come out of that position there, you can come over the arm.
Oh, there you go.
And the cane's doing the work for me. But that was lucky. That was not going to work every single time. I'm better covering, get a little bit of distance, use my cane and my crutch, and basically just hitting.
Hitting's good. Remember, simple techniques work. Soften them up and then you can do the other techniques. What we will do is pad some of the canes out, pad me up, and we'll go a bit more ferocious, shall we say. I won't pad the spoon though.
The spoon's safe, don't worry. Chris is going to put me in a wrist lock. You know the...
Yep. So,
right? So from there, he's got a wrist lock. But if I start moving my hand around, I'm out of it. If you come into it again, mate, come into the wrist lock again, and I start to move, but you threaten with this. So I'm moving, I'm then starting to cover that again, which is putting me in the worst position because he's now got where he exactly wants me for the wrist lock. And this is what we mean by softening up. You can, little taps, full strike, threaten a strike, because they've come in as the aggressor, they're expecting something to come back at them. So as soon as he raises his hand, I'm getting in my guard position, but I'm trying to hit at the same time. So when we say soften up, it could be a verbal shout, it could be a tap, it could be a wave of an arm, a distraction of anything. It doesn't have to be a full strike if you're worried about that.
yeah. I was shown a technique which involved blocking, popping the cane, hooking, changing hands, turning where... There were 7 components. No. There were 7 components to this one move. If I'm in that position and I can just strike and drop, but to do this, it was a lovely throw. I'm going to say it was.
Oh, they look great. They look great, but in the heat of battle...
Would I change my grip on my cane to a different hand? No. So keep it simple and then work out from there. And in reality, it's going to look rough. It's not going to be a nice pristine technique.
Thanks for watching the video. We hope you like it, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to look as smart as we do, don't forget to check out the merchandise on Teesprings.
Check out our social media accounts to see what's going on in the world of Sons of Cane.
Hit that bell and free the fear.